In our last devotional, we met the rich young ruler. He was the perfect seeker. He ran to Jesus, knelt in humility, and asked the most important question, "What must I do to inherit eternal life?" He had done everything right. And Jesus, looking at him with love, begins a conversation that will gently but surgically expose a fatal problem hidden deep in the man's heart. Jesus' first response is a test. He says, "You know the commandments, you shall not murder, you shall not commit adultery, you shall not steal." He lists the commandments that deal with our horizontal relationships with other people. And the young man's answer is confident and sincere, "Teacher, all these I have kept since I was a boy." And we have no reason to doubt him. He was a good, moral, religious man. By all external measures, he had a perfect resumé. He had checked every box. He truly believed that his own righteousness, his own rule-keeping, was the key to his standing with God. This is where the story turns. Jesus, still looking at him with love, delivers a diagnosis that is both gentle and devastating. He says, "One thing you lack." Stop and imagine hearing those words. You who have done everything right, who have strived for perfection your whole life, are told that the one thing you are missing is the one thing that matters most. And what is that one thing? Jesus tells him, "Go, sell everything you have and give to the poor, and you will have treasure in heaven. Then come, follow me." Let's be very clear about what is happening here. Is Jesus teaching that in order to be saved, we must all sell our possessions and become poor? Of course not. This was a specific diagnosis for a specific heart disease. Jesus, the great physician, saw that this man's perfect religious resume was just a mask. Hidden underneath it, sitting on the very throne of his heart, was an idol, his wealth. His money was his true source of security, his true source of identity, and his true source of power. Jesus' command was a surgical strike. He was essentially saying, "You claim to have kept all the commandments, but have you kept the very first one? You shall have no other gods before me." You cannot have God as your Lord and money as your Lord. You must choose. The command to sell everything was not about the money. It was a call to dethrone his idol and to enthrone God as the one true treasure of his life. This is a terrifying mirror for our own hearts. It forces us to ask, what is the one thing for me? What is the hidden idol in my own heart that I am clinging to? Is it my career, my reputation, my comfort, the approval of others? Like the rich young ruler, we can have a perfect outward performance of Christianity. But Jesus is always lovingly and sometimes painfully trying to expose the one thing that truly sits on the throne of our heart. He loved this young man too much to let him continue in his self-deception. And he loves us that much too. In our next and final part, we will look at the man's tragic response and what it teaches us about the true cost of discipleship. To be continued tomorrow.